Well, obviously, welcome back. See you now joining indeed the big agenda, Jumadini Adibro, Medinia Sempa. Once again, good evening indeed. Supreme Court, Equasitna and election 2020 petition hearing. So, but of course, last Tuesday, the counsel for the petitioner, indeed, lawyer Chachu Chikata, back and forth with a panel of judges, indeed, Pese Chinchina, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Mami Jin Mensa, Eko Jina Dakem, not to be Tutunano, but Supreme Court and Omokwa sitting on Omu ruling said there is no way Mami Jin Mensa Ebekwa Kojina Dakanum. So what is next for the petitioner's case? Ebekwa Humanu Sonafe, one of the spokespersons for the petitioner, lawyer Baba Jamal, joining a lawyer ultimate Kanyamiasun Jane Kawanyumri. Great. Me say Bibi Aboko there. A lawyer, you know, who ruling a course, and so Obi Baby said, what next? At the end, as I say, Mobabe.
What next, Nina? And say, as I talk to you now, we are filing 2 applications, new applications. Medicain, they are filing application for review. We are asking for review of the decision by the Supreme Court. And the second application, we have filed we have applied to the court to reopen our case. Say a case, no. A case, no, for.
Okay.
Now, to me, after a year, Mami Jimensa, yet me a file, near your friend says subpoena. Subpoena in a war. A year, a professor, my city, and say, Mami, and Mami Jimensa. No better the can you be sending some.
Yeah.
Because in some be or one organ how bet me yano. And some ye be son, for example, your casse adentina in 2-3 declarations are one a bit me yano. Adentina in 2 summary sheet fee is still regional. One a bit me yano because on one returning officer or the whole Ghana on one returning officer for presidential election. So I was here. Enti ono and I'm rushing to say, you did ba about one over Bayano. Enti file new fresh petition. Yeah, friend of so Omra, no Omra Omra Mbayina. Enti the way for another petitions way and they are filing.
Great. Enti waka say ma file and your mommy, number 1, as a review, say a Supreme Court, so I'm a judgment, I'm a debate, and more per review. Secondly, as a mobile subpoena, Mami Jin Mensa Manaba. But what if, I choose my word reservedly, what if mobile court Thursday, na say subpoena no amaso, review no so akwetiamo? What happens?
Maybe I'm anticipating a baby, baby, may see. And the money application, almost take applications now. Then because Janet sending to us all. Applications almost picking the ruling on the one and a bit informal your next step. It is not job.
But lawyer Baba Jamal, we make us say, Emra Moko courts, and be a more anticipate, say, everybody do baby, I do. Say, the first respondent and the second respondent, Ebeka say, once more closely more case in the anyadi on be call for any witness.
Maza minini so mwanga za gromo anticipate case biano air course no it develops. So at my case dia it develops. And I make sure say near ABC no near be fast wo near be. And as I talk to you now near ABC no and the be near ABC enim.
But it looks like Mokamp we are a bit disappointed when a ruling no.
And then disappointed. We have always said that we don't agree with them. So we're not disappointed. As lawyers, we have always faced this thing. In law, in court, anything can happen. So we cannot be disappointed. It's just that we don't agree with the court. And that's why we are using the rules and the laws to pursue our case.
And after the Supreme Court has sitting and Emra Mobeyamo press conference, and I recall, the former Attorney General, you used the word insipid. And only interesting. Or you used the word insipid. Yes, sure. At the time of Casano. What does it mean? And then I know refer to.
Oh, my brother, now say Brofono Kanamibwa.
Sure.
Or you see West Libri Anamibwa.
Yeah.
Unless you are telling me that you won't tear about the end of the patch ready, I say, no patch to be at because a Brofo Anamibwa.
And some Brofon in your Biana Tias, Yentina Mino.
No, but the whole thing is that while you're ruling on my any the sort of superior arguments that you should get on my that's a way back, you feel disappointed. Anamibwa. You feel disappointed, even though it's to expect it. It's to be expected because here, as lawyers, no, we are not afraid of any ruling. Any ruling that comes, we take it in our stride. So I think that's why she used the word. But most important thing is that we are going forward. We have filed our next listing going forward.
Well, our court correspondent, Emraya Nene Casano, it looks as if said now.
I think this will be your final question because
yes, sure.
Others are waiting.
Great, no problem. This will be my final question. But your court correspondent, it looks as if judges, cross or judgment. Now, some of you, my court, my faka, na moko. Per the way I know more common sense. Really?
In fact, it is very, very wrong reporting. Because what happened was that after the first thing, all of us in the courtroom, Oma ruling, they rose for 20 minutes. And because we already have to prepare our two applications. Do you understand? We left something in the house. So only one person moved out to go and bring it.
Okay.
But one is free. Address the president. One everybody was there.
Okay.
The only person who knew is the only person who moved
right.
All of us were there. And the one that will be in free world. Malaba and a fat car coy. Dinner secretary, chairman, we that nobody who moved.
Lawyer Baba Jamal, me and I was in the why? For Lawyer Baba Jamal, one of the spokespersons for the petitioner John Dramani Mahama, former president, flag bearer of the NDC in the presidential elections, election 2020 petitions. This year, and I'll join you. This is the big agenda. Adom TV. Within the Asempa, good evening. One of the spokespersons for the second respondent, His Excellency Nana Dankwa Kufuado. Nana Joa Ado Biasanti, I join you. Nana Joa Ultimate Kanyamiasun Jane Kawanyamri.
Council,
well, I shall phone your chief when you so I hope se Bibia Boko.
Bibia Boko, now,
it looks as if some more camp and then DJ or hopper.
Oh, yeah, dear. The journey thus far has been mind stimulating and either way, the court matter way there. Everything that the judges are doing is firmly grounded in tried principles of law.
Do you believe in a ruling or a
yes, now the hope say ever sign in your favor. If you say wait there, it is a time tested rule. Say witness there, which you mean compelling some my testimony. You can one say in the first place, no petitioner, no closing application way.
Be more dreams more outsmarted the petitioner because you know when who say a bit do some real more because a monk call for any witness.
I know dear lawyer be a strategy. Wofa your case wofa strategy, wofa plan. Inti obika say yes, outsmarted petitioner now. Yes, you can say that, but I you say you misleading no. I know dear or can it there and you know correct. If you say from the get-go, no, from the beginning of this case, no, yet the preliminary legal objection, I can't answer no. Omo file omo petition na ye reply no. Yet the preliminary legal objection, I can't answer no. I can't say I can't be a court no or assembly group without even going into the merit. Now so court can say would the officer tie assembly answer or person call assembly more. Now say as issue one, no,
was setting down issue 1. That is whether or not the case discloses a reasonable course of action. No.
Right.
And no, and a preliminary legal objection. So from the beginning, no, you need intention, see a fair witness. Yeah. Now, so court can say, yen twasono, and per the orders of the court, no, you're filing a witness statement. You're filing a witness statement, no, so you share witnesses now, petitioner, no, on the box name. Witness number 1, Johnson, I see Dunketia, Dr. Professor White, the second one. Then the dramatically added one, that is the third one, Mr. Robert Joseph Metonunu, who here more evidence now. Now, what court, no, man determine 5 issues now, what they are to court or determine, they decided, say, who have to say a witnesses.
But also, it looks as if the counsel for the petitioner won't give it up yet here because I call it say indeed, I'm file it for review. And many lawyer Jamal Kassan already on my file is on the subpoena, the electoral commissioner. Now, if waiting me a witness boxing him, what will be your defense come Thursday?
Oh, no, I can't tell you our defense because that will also give them an entry into our minds and it will not augur well for our strategy. But the mechanic say Ponko will call to the river and I'll call the Ponko call in Siohua. First, so would the Ponko call in Siohua Konusia. First, so Timinia de Poncono, a consuno. Na fena, what trial mananum in first, no, a so mutimi, reopen or mu case. Or when you cry so more reopen or mu case, na, after na subpoena, no, or maybe to me, I can watch them. Now, reopening your case, no, the court, in its wisdom, knows that a case should not travel in perpetuity. Litigation should not go on in perpetuity. It must end at some point. If you want to me, and the case, court and show first, who can solve fair witnesses 5. After, who fair 3. 2, no, court and show, say, Konoko from Mubra, Tintina. 1, lawyer, sorry, can't say, my lord, we have closed our case. Now, say, witness of the first respondent, now witness of the second respondent, say, or more my evidence, will say, who person reopen the case. Why now, person friend, first respondent witness? Nasano, and then a court, Nepo, say, you cannot use the weakness of the case of your opponent to prosecute your case, or the strength of your case, no, does not depend on the weakness of the case of your opponent. Etabwa ultimate prove your case. Etabwa ultimate fair witnesses. Ultimate prove case now with the other 2 court. No, it won't mean of threat. It's absurd. But anyway, that me can say no. Or more reopen or more case no. Monday, you ever share your justification or more the Bema court no. Into a court no, and more reopen or more case. Yes, so. Yeah, working on your answer, your response, your affidavit in opposition to that application. To me, como kese, but the mechanic say, I don't think the court, no, be more reopen or more case.
Well, if I understand you very well, it means it's all over for the petitioner. There is no hope, right?
That's what we believe. We believe that it is best that they work on their addresses. Court missed by Wednesday, then file their addresses. So we will issue be or be our person can evidence, you know, to say why you lucky for our evidence and our court in if say evidence now the buyer no evidence papa you should be happy because you ain't cry any evidence there you have to court in the court in the assessment. So if I was in their camp but we knew camp no and come may concentrate on filing my address and putting forth cogent legal arguments in the address to ensure that they get a judgment in their favor.
And John if they are able to go through with a subpoena, not for electoral commissioner about the witness box anymore, what will be coming from your end?
That's why I make us say we don't even have to get to that bridge because we don't think they'll be able to even reopen their case in the first place.
What
to even discuss or lend any credence to this subpoena.
And that's what you believe. But what if they are able to cross that bridge?
If they are able to cross that bridge, then yes, if the Electoral Commissioner is subpoenaed, in actual fact, it does not hurt our case in any way. But as a strategy, as every lawyer has arsenal they deploy at certain points in a case. And this, as I like to put it, is our master stroke. But then it does not mean that if the court allows them to reopen their case and they are able to subpoena the Electoral Commissioner to testify, it is over for us. It is not over for us. It is far from over for us, because even if she mounts the box, they do not have a case. They have not been able to discharge or meet the burden of proof that is on them. On the preponderance of the probabilities, it is not in their favor. So we are still saying that their case does not disclose a reasonable course of action, that their case does not prove that even if it's this vote padding or alleged wrong aggregation, it does not materially affect the outcome of the election. It does not materially affect the 50% plus that His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo obtained in the 2020 election. So we are fine either way.
A final question, Mama Oko, and it's still with the crossing of that bridge. So I'm going to make cross a bridge in a subpoena, the Electoral Commissioner. From your end, most be subpoena John Dramani Mahama Omra.
I think that is only fair, that could be one of our strategies, because you, the petitioner, with the case, have a in court, and so as over now, maybe we can look to that option, and it is an option that is also being discussed.
And that's an option definitely will be taken if indeed it happens for them.
As I said, it's an option being discussed, but it's with the principle that a debate and one debate into Electoral Commission testified there, and I want to petition and so on to testify.
And I do be Asante, we wish you well. Nyame some drink and when you embrace on the actual drink come on.
Don't count.
She's one of the spokespersons for the second respondent. His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. What joining here? Good evening indeed. The big agenda Jumedie and Ogusu Awoshe emphasis that the Loving Life Chinese Clinic. I want to say I see the big agenda Jumedie. They brought few text messages about making came out now afe young kwayeni. This one says Asempa. Good evening indeed. It's all over for the NDC. I think they should go home and rest. Way Efi Kwame Ewa Taifa. And the Yanko the Western region. Kweku Ewa Takra. They also said, good evening. In fact, Oshe said here, Echo ya. Chachichikata is a gem. But unfortunately, court to the end to Miambuan and Tiasempa. Young closely case with Nafe, young Kwayanim. This one says, Asempa, whether the EC likes it or not. Definitely, Obeba Bejiremia Bisana question. What is she afraid of? She should come into the witness box so that Chachu will cross-examine him. And we say, oh, Asempa, it's funny. Really, this is where we've got into. Oh, Supreme Court, help Ghana. Well, Midasibe Bresel de Bay. That is coming from Nitete Ewotema, Mamenko Takwa in Suayem. Asempa. My name is Michael, and I'm watching you live from Takwa in Suayem. Well, we've been following the proceedings, and I believe that at the end of the day, we'll all understand the reason why Supreme Court did that. Afebenko Wafakojo Ewo Akosombo. Asempa, good evening indeed. Medin Ede Wafakojo. They follow and proceedings, and I like the way Chachu calmly accepted the verdict, but even though Wakache Supreme Court said a idea or be appeal. Well, that's all for us on the big agenda. Jumedie once again. Mami Fasida Mawa will share. We'll send a WhatsApp message every weekday from 5:30 to 6. Yeah, the big agenda Jumedie Ede, bro. Good evening. Enjoy your evening. Within your Sempa. Accra.